one of the things that we did work on is an intention statement, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do right now, just for the next 30 seconds, is I want you to write down your intention statement. So remember, it is really important. Those of you who wrote them and you sent them to me, I had a little dialogue, tried to help you narrow it down. So what's important here is that you're really specific. So ready? I will meditate Monday through Friday at 6:15 a.m. in my bedroom on my meditation pillow in front of my bed. Okay. I will meditate on Saturday at 7 a.m. before my yoga class in the studio, blah, blah, blah. So it's, I will meditate the days, not I will meditate 3 days a week or 1 day a week, because it will never stick. You will never create a habit. You will never create something in your life. If you just say, you know what, I'm going to eat well like 4 days a week. And then I'll just pick 3. There's so many studies on this. We're not going to waste time on that. It won't work. So pick the exact days, the exact times, and exactly where you will be. Okay, so just go ahead and complete that right now. It should be super quick because you've already done it before. All right, cool. So now I want you to just sit up nice and tall. Okay, sit up nice and tall. You can put your pens down. And I want you to just notice your energetic body, okay? Notice your physical body. Notice your emotional body. If you're like, I don't even know the difference between all these bodies. So your physical body, you're noticing how you're sitting. You're noticing anything achy. You're noticing if you need to move or fidget, right? Your energetic body. You're just noticing and checking how you feel, not physically feel, but check in with your energy. Check in with your attitude. And then emotional body, check in with, is there a thought that you're holding on to? Is there predisposed something that's lingering in your mind that's kind of weighing you down? If there's something sad that you're holding on to. It's just a little survey, that's all it is. And then take a deep breath in together. And open the mouth and breathe out. Good. Deep breath in. Mouth open, breathe out. One more time. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Now, just keeping the eyes closed, I want you to imagine that you're at a beach. Now, I'm only using beach because I love the beach. But imagine that you're at a beach. You're walking towards the ocean, walking through the sand. Taking one step at a time closer to the ocean. And then in the far, far distance, you notice that there's a lounge chair. And the lounge chair is set up perfectly facing the ocean. And it has everything you need on that chair. It has a blanket, a little towel, it has some lemonade for you after. Continuing to take one step at a time closer to the chair. And then as you arrive to the chair, go ahead and have a seat. Make yourself really comfortable. And then as you're sitting facing the ocean, you can't help but notice how beautiful it is. The sun is blaring today and it's beautiful out. It's in the 80s. It's not too hot. It's not cold. And the ocean is perfect balance of waves and calm. Just noticing how you're feeling, observing the ocean. Now, you might not have noticed before, but in the corner of your eye to the left of you, there's another chair. It isn't as nice of a setup as yours. It's just a regular chair, but it's alongside you. And this chair is meant for your guide, a guide. Some people call it spirit guide. Some people call it a helper. But it's your guide. It's the person that follows you in lifetimes. It's the person that might be that voice in your ear that you hear to guide you to do the right thing, or sometimes the wrong thing, so that you learn something new. So I want you to just sit on your chair, focus on the waves, the sound of the waves. Notice watching the waves one at a time as they come toward you and then move away. Welcoming our guide to show up whenever they're ready. So your guide might show up in all forms. Could be a person you know, it could be a person you've never seen before in your life. It could be somebody familiar, not familiar. But whoever it is, it will always be somebody for your higher good, for your higher self. It will never be somebody dark. It will never be somebody negative or toxic or out to hurt you. You might be lucky and they will show up for you this morning, but also they might not be ready to show themselves, and that's okay too. So just waiting calmly and at peace without anticipating, without expecting anything, just be present. Now you'll have the next 4 minutes or so to wait for this guy to show. And if they do, listen, notice what they have to say to you. Notice if they give you advice. If you have a question, see if they give you an answer or offer you an answer. But most important is that we just stay calm without any expectations. Being completely not pleasant, present and aware of sounds, smell of the ocean air. So slowly, just starting to close whatever conversation you're having with your guide. Thank your guide for showing up if they did. And again, if they didn't, it's okay. And then your guide is going to most likely get up from the chair and walk off into the distance. And then taking this moment of gratitude for having this experience. Most important is as we open our eyes, just going to take maybe about 30 seconds to a minute. And I want you to just write down anything they told you, okay? Anything you learned from your guide, maybe what they looked like, who they were, if they said something to you, whether profound or not profound. I just want you to write it down, okay? So slowly opening the eyes. Grab your pen and your paper. Just for about a minute, okay? It's really important to write it down. Awesome. All right. So you can continue writing as we shut down. That's totally fine. You can stay writing. Um, but we'll close our session together. So just bring your hands together and bow your chin in so much gratitude for your own progress, for showing up. May we bring this peace, clarity into the rest of our day. Namaste.